Hello, hello. Hello, everyone on the Google Hangout. You're watching me, and I'm also on Empower Radio. I'm not exactly sure what's happening on Empower Radio. So I think that my introduction got a little screwed up, but the people that are watching me can actually see me. So, Ben, I'm not sure what's going on. So you just tell me if we are on the air on Empower Radio or not. Um, I think that we are. So let's just start. I'm just going to keep going here, and hopefully we are on the air. All right. So welcome to the show. Welcome so much to the magic of life here on Empower Radio and also simulcast on Google Plus. My name is Max Ryan, and I am so pleased that you are here today. As I say every single week, I am so incredibly thrilled that you take time for yourself, that you actually reach beyond your regular day-to-day life to learn something new, to learn something more. And hopefully in this next 26 minutes, you will hear something that might be an aha moment for you, a light bulb might go off or something like that. So please just make yourself feel comfortable, watch my face, and we're going to actually do some fun things today. So before we get into the show, I want to ask you a question. Do you have stories going through your brain that are not serving your life, that seem to keep you stuck? Do you have stories that are going on about relationships, about money, about your self-worth, about the world that keep you frozen in fear, keep you frozen in anxiety or overwhelm? Well, today's show is all about that. It's going to be all about telling a new story. And I'm going to take you through a guided meditation, which is going to be really fun. We're going to do that. And then we're also, I'm going to talk about, what these stories are and how you're creating them, and give you a power over those stories and how you can create new stories. We like that. All right. So let's see. I'm going to just keep going with, I see that I'm going to just keep going with the Google Hangout show because you're here, but my producers on Empower Radio are telling me that I'm not streaming at the moment. I don't know why, but we're going to keep going. All right? I'm just going to tell you, this is live. This is live radio, television, whatever, live internet. It's awesome. It's so great. So let me just type in here. Sorry, I have to go close to my camera. Okay, let me know. Okay. All right, so I will let you know. But until then, everyone that's watching, we're on. Okay. So I wanted to tell you a couple of different things that I'm doing this weekend. Tomorrow I will be at the Center for Spiritual Living in Antelope Valley, which is in the desert, about an hour outside of Los Angeles, and I'm going to be doing readings at the Health and Wellness Expo. So if you're in Los Angeles and you want to have a day out in the desert, it's really fun. It'll be really great for you to see some dirt and some tumbleweeds. But there's going to be great readers there, and there's going to be a lot of holistic health information. So please come out if you are in the Los Angeles area. I also this week I want to tell you that on Sunday, sorry, I'm looking at my board at the same time. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing and facilitating the Sunday Spirit Connection service at the Lisa Williams School for International School for Spiritual Development. I'm a very good friend of Lisa's, and so I step in sometimes when Lisa is gone. So I will be giving an inspirational message. And if you are interested in mediumship at all, talking to the other side, or having your loved ones who have crossed over give you messages, we do that there too. So I will be giving the inspirational messages, and we're going to have two awesome mediums there to bring you your messages from your loved ones. It's a great afternoon. It's in Bel Air, and you can go onto my website and find out that, or you go to lisawilliams.com. Okay? All right. Now, the next thing I wanted to do is, yeah. I am so excited because Sorry, I'm a little off because I'm reading and I'm talking to you. Um, I got the most amazing, incredible gift from Finland. And hopefully, Aja, if you're watching, thank you so much. After my birthday, I turned 50, Hala. I turned 50, and this 50 years old is such a great thing. I love being 50. I think it's awesome. And I feel like I'm full of life. I'm full of more life than I might have ever been before. And if you don't know my story, I had a near-death experience. But anyway, I I didn't have it. It was about a year and a half ago. I'm so thankful to all of you who have sent me presents and have sent me messages on Facebook and on Twitter and all that stuff. It really warms my heart, and it makes me feel blessed to do what I do and to know that anything that I'm doing might help you. So thank you so much. And Aja, I'm going to tell you this. Aja sent me a gift for my cat Mookie, and if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know Mookie. And so he got this cool cat tunnel. It was really fun. All right, so let's see. We're going to start off with a card reading. I always like to start off with a card reading to see what Spirit might have to tell you or me or anyone that's listening. So let's pull up a card. This is going to be from my my Oracle card deck called Say Yes If Oracle card deck that goes along with my book, and you can get that at attractpositiveresults.com. Okay? All right, let's see what Spirit has to tell us. Let me tell you, if I need to come in, Ben, if you're there, you can talk to me, you can let me know, but that's all good. If I have to go and start over again, we might have to do that, but I'm not sure. So let's just keep going. Okay, what card do we have here? Oh, okay. Say yes if you will make a conscious effort to focus on all the abundance which is in your life right now. You know, this is so important. There is the ego, which we'll talk about later. The ego wants us to stay, believe, and revel and take a bath in lack, in the idea of lack. You know, so it's important for us to look around the world at your life and see all the abundance, because most of the time, for most people, not everyone, most people are looking at what they don't have and how they don't have enough money, they don't have the right job, they don't have the right help, they don't have this, they don't see and consciously make an effort to see the abundance all around you. You know, a lot of people are wanting to attract $1 million or wanting to attract all this money and wealth, but the problem is that it is not a matching vibration. So if you are in a place of I gotta have it because I don't have it, and you're trying to attract this vibration of wealth and abundance and everything being financially okay, that is not a matching vibration. It doesn't match. Everything is about matching vibrations. So what you want to do is you want to start to make a conscious effort to focus on the abundance that's already in your life. Now, here's the deal. When we say abundance, we're usually talking about money. But the universe doesn't really, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really even distinguish if it's money or if it's oxygen or if it's hair or if it's trees. All it's distinguishing is that there's lots of abundance. You're focusing on there's lots of different things. Excuse me one moment while I read this message. I'm streaming now. Okay. Okay. Let me just ask, hold on one second. I'll come back to the abundance. Ben, should I start all over again? And am I gonna have 26 minutes, or I need to know that before? But until then, I'm going to keep talking. So what I want you to know, everyone, I want you to know that abundance is not just money. It's so important to look around and see the abundance of friendship, the abundance of laughter, the abundance of oxygen, the abundance of trees outside, the abundance of, doesn't matter, cars. What this does is it starts to change your vibration from there's not enough, there's not enough, there's not enough, to there's more than enough. There's more than enough. There's more than enough of trees, there's more than enough friends, there's no, all of that just keeps going on and on and on as far as you, because This is an unlimited universe, really. You know, there are limited resources, that's for sure on some level. But, you know, we have to get into a mindset where we understand that anything is possible. And if I start over, I'll get 20 minutes. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to keep on going because it'll just keep us on track. All right. So, welcome to the Empower Radio viewers and listeners. So we are in the middle of the show right now. So we're talking about how say yes if you will make a conscious effort to focus on all the abundance that is in your life right now. Okay? So do that this week. I want you to look around your life and I want you to say, wow, there's a lot of pens. There's a lot of fibers in the carpet. There's a lot of trees. Focus on the abundance. And when you do that, you will naturally start to change your abundance vibration, okay? And then money and everything else will sort of fall in line. Okay, great. Now, today I want to talk about something that is really, I believe on some level, one of the most powerful subjects when it comes to transforming your life, when it comes to contributing to the world, when it comes to attracting, you know, love and peace and joy and anything that you want in your life. And that is the story that you're telling yourself. Now listen, here's the deal. All of us are telling stories at all times, in our head, in our mind. Our mind is telling a story. It's telling a story about how you are in relationships. It's telling a story about how you are with money. It's telling a story about what you believe about yourself. It's telling a story about everything. It's telling the story about your day. It's telling a story about right now. There's a story going on as you're listening or watching me right now. There's a story going on as you're evaluating me and everything that's happening right now. So these stories are so important to be able to see. You can't see all of them, but there are all these stories, okay? Okay, thank you so much, Ben, in the control room. Thank you so much. So there's all these stories going on, and these stories are creating your life because we are conscious creators with the universe or God, whatever you want to call it. This source is just going, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And we are coming in and saying, oh, I want this. And it goes, okay, we'll do this. What do you want for your relationships? I want this. This is what. There's a story that's happening in your head all the time, and the universe is just co-creating with you about that. Okay? I think you get that. Now, in order to really understand your story, we want to go back. We want to go back to really the basics. Because a story is only your thoughts. Is your thoughts. Let's look at my notes here. Yeah. Is only your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating the story. You have a series of thoughts about this, and these 3 thoughts create a little story. These 3 thoughts create that story. So those 3 thoughts, 10 thoughts, 11 thoughts, those create a story. That story can become your belief about something. When it's in your when it becomes your belief, that becomes your vibration. The vibration, that's what you will experience in your life. That's it, because we're co-creating with the source. Now, we're going to go a little deep here, and I want you to look at this. Ultimately, we are giving the meaning to every thought that we have. You know, I'm a teacher and a student of A Course in Miracles, and the Course in Miracles says that you are giving everything the meaning that it has for you. So, you might have heard of this concept before. You know, it's very Eastern philosophy, it's very Buddhist and Zen philosophy, but it is one of the keys to changing your life. If you are wanting to change your life for the better, for the more peaceful, for the more joyful, and to attract what you really want into your life. So, these thoughts that are going on in your head, we are giving those things meaning. You're giving it meaning. So, we're assigning a meaning to things, and as we assign a meaning to things, it is cemented into our brain, into our our brain and into our mind, and it becomes our vibration. For instance, if I have a car accident and I don't get hurt or anything, I immediately say, "Whoa, that's a bad thing. Bad. That's in the bad category." And then I get a promotion from my boss, and I put that in the good category. Now, that's exactly fine to do, but that's what we're doing all the time with our thoughts. We're making things negative or positive. And that's really important to do on some level, but you have to understand that those thoughts and those judgments of those things are creating a story which is either serving you or it's not serving you. It's not serving you. So, some of these things are helping you. Some of the stories that you are believing you put into, because when you walk into a party, people come up to you and talk to you, you have put the meaning onto that experience. That must mean that I'm likable, which is a positive, great story. Okay? That must mean I'm likable, which is great. On the other hand, if you're someone that walks into a room and people don't really come up to you, your brain will start to go and it will start to say, "Oh, well, that's negative. Something's wrong with me. Maybe I wore the wrong outfit. Maybe I'm ugly. Maybe I didn't take a shower. Maybe I'm just a weirdo." And that's a story that you will play out in your life. All those thoughts create that story. Now, if we really want to be really deliberate co-creators, we have to get beyond the thought. Now, this goes to a deep place. This goes to the place of going, wait a second, who am I without my thoughts? Because as the Course in Miracles teaches, which is what I teach, is that there is only love. There is only love. And anything that is not of love is not real, really. And I'm not talking about romantic love. I'm talking about the pure peace and joy and contentment of, you get to that when you meditate sometimes. But you can ask yourself in this moment, and I want you to do this, ask yourself in this moment, who are you without your thoughts? Who are you without your thoughts? Your thoughts are creating all these stories. So what we want to do is say, what am I without the thoughts? I am the observer of the thoughts. And as I am the observer of the thoughts, I have more objectivity. I have more healthy detachment from it. So I can say, now I can actually create thoughts or make conscious choosing consciously my thoughts that have a story that feels good, that feels better. Okay? So in this moment, well, first of all, I just want to ask you this, or tell you this, is that, I believe that we have an addiction to thinking in our culture. We have an addiction not just to alcohol or drugs or shopping or the internet or porno or whatever. We have an addiction to thinking. And that addiction to thinking is our downfall in many ways. It's our downfall. So we want to use, but it's unconscious addiction to thinking. We want to be, proactive with our thinking. So that's a little background. We've got to ask ourselves, who am I without my thought? And if you practice meditation, or if you do any form of coming back to yourself, you know that if you let go of thoughts, and you keep letting go, and you keep letting go, and just let them be, allow them to be, you will start to go, oh, without my thoughts, I'm okay. Without my thoughts, I'm peaceful. Without my thoughts, everything's fine, actually. So think about that. Now, coming back to the story and this putting together a story. Many times when you have a story that's not serving you, we want to figure out why. Why did they do this? Why am I always angry at someone? Why do they never do this? Why? Now, That is the ego working, doing what it does. The ego wants to keep us stuck. And when I talk about the ego, I'm not talking in Freudian terms about the ego. I'm talking about in the Course in Miracles, it says that the ego is the part of you that thinks without love. The part of you that thinks without love wants to figure out why, and you might think it's constructive, and sometimes it is, but you want to say, wait a second, I'm going to try to figure this out why, because ultimately, on some level, it will keep me feeling bad about myself. Well, I did the wrong thing or whatever. That's where forgiveness comes in. So right now, let's just think about this. Think about a story in your life as you watch me or as you listen to me. Think about a story in your life. It could be about your family. It could be about what you think about yourself. It could be about money. Choose one. Just think about one. Take just a second to think about one, because we're going to take you through a guided visualization. Okay? Okay, you got it? So think about a story that's not serving you. Now, before we go into this meditation, I want to tell you that ultimately we can use the power of thought to let go of anything that we need to. We don't need to figure it out. We don't need to make a big deal out of it. We don't need to find out why. Although sometimes, there's no, rights and wrongs or blacks or whites. Life is in the gray area. Sometimes you do, but most of the time, my experiences with my clients and with the students that I work with, a lot of times they're trying to figure out something why, and they don't need to. So you don't need to know why this story you have about your finances and that you'll never get your head above water, or why relationships just seem to never work for you, or why I can never find a home that's the right for me. All those things. You don't need to know why. You need to hand them over so that the source, God, universe, whatever, can take that energy, because it's all energy. You're giving energy to that negative story, so that the source can take that energy and bring it back to whence it came, which is neutral and love. Your ego has created something that's other than love from that story. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to take you through this guided meditation, and this guided meditation is going to help you to let go without having to figure out how. All right? So that's what I would like you to do wherever you're at right now. And if you're driving, don't do this, but you can come back and listen to the archives, or you can watch it on Google+. All right. So I'd like you to just shut your eyes. I'll do this along with you. Take a deep breath. And just feel yourself with your feet flat on the ground. Feel yourself. Feel your body. Feel your head. Feel your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Now I'd like you to just imagine above your head, about 2 feet, a beautiful white light, a beautiful spotlight above your head, shining down on your head, on you, right above your head. Imagine this beautiful white light just streaming down, going over your scalp, going over your face, going over your neck, going down your shoulders and your arms, this beautiful white light just helping you to feel safe, feel secure, and relaxed. As it goes down over your chest and through your abdomen, relaxing all your organs. Take a deep breath. And as it goes down through your hips, through your legs, through your genitals, just relaxing everything in your body. with this beautiful white light of safety, this white light of love, all the way down to your feet. Feeling your feet even just relax. Good. Now take another deep breath. And as you sit there, feeling comfortable and safe and relaxed, I want you to just picture in your mind or imagine a beautiful cathedral or a church or a temple or a mosque, whatever works for you, some place of worship of the highest order. Just imagine it, and you're inside this beautiful building, this cathedral, temple, or mosque, or church, of whatever your making is, whatever you see or feel. And if you can't see it, just feel it. You're right inside the front door of this beautiful structure. And as you are in this beautiful structure, you feel the grace, you feel the reverence, and you feel the beauty of this space. And you feel safe. And as you walk into this structure, this cathedral or temple or mosque, you just walk down the center aisle, and down at the far end, in the middle of the structure, is a beautiful altar. A beautiful altar. It might be marble, might be gold, might be stone, might be wood, whatever feels right for you. See that beautiful altar. And the same white light that was above your head is streaming down onto that altar through an opening at the top of the cathedral or mosque, illuminating this altar with gold and white light. And you just take it in, seeing it. And you remember in this moment why you came to this structure. You remember that you came here because you have a burden. You have a story that is not working for you. It is a story about how you feel about yourself. It is a story about how you feel about money. It is a story about how you feel about your relationships. You take a deep breath, and as you take that deep breath, you feel that burden, and you walk closely up to that altar. You walk right into that altar, feeling the burden of your story, feeling that burden of your story in your arms, in your body. And as you do that, you put down on this altar this story, this negativity, this strife, this longing, this loneliness, and this lack. And you put it on the altar to be altered. As you put it there, you know that it goes there and goes back into the source to go back into love. And you give reverence and you say thank you very much. And you turn around and you walk back down that corridor or down through the middle of that building, back to the door that you came into and back to the seat that you're in right now. And you take a deep breath. Moving your head around, moving your body, and opening your eyes. Very good. Awesome. All right, well, we have to wrap up now. So I hope that's what you can do every day. When you feel the story, shut your eyes, go to the altar within your mind, within your heart, and give it to God. Give it to the source to be altered. Because now when you go back to that story, it will have a different vibration. And it's all about vibration. So thank you so much, everyone. I will see you next week. And as I pray, as I say, I always say, I pray that love will guide you. If you need anything at all, please sign up for my newsletter at attractpositiveresults.com. And remember, unthinkably good things can and will happen. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.